Hey guys,
What's up, guys? What's up, YouTube? What y'all doing? So, today's topic we're gonna talk about.
marriage advice basically.
hmm So,
What you think about arguments, Kamari? I'm
oh boy.
serious.
Arguments. I don't like arguing.
I don't either.
So, but we have our moments when we argue and we fight like a little cat and dog, and we get together and we cry and we say we
I
sorry.
think you gotta understand though,
mm,
in agreement,
mm.
and come to some point of understanding
mm.
with both of you.
I feel like that when two people are arguing, it's like people always some people in this world that we live in think that we always have to be right in something. We always gotta be right. Or the other person's wrong. The other person's thinking is wrong, which it shouldn't have to be like that in the world. If I know I'm wrong, I'm just gonna have to take the L. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, that's the mindset when we get into arguments, is that we think that one person is right or one person is wrong, or like we both think that we're right about something. We have a real strong opinion on who is right and who's wrong. So, like, for instance, like if me and her was arguing now, both of us will have that mindset that she would think that she's right and her right. you know, that's how arguments is. So, but she would think that she's right in what she believes in, and I'm gonna think that I'm right in what I believe in, when really we're both wrong in the
Mm-hmm.
situation. So basically, we do have to make amends and apologize and come to some type of solution, like my wife says. You gotta make it up, make some type of solution. Hey, even take her out to a date, fellas. Take your woman out to a nice little date or something. Take her out to eat, sit down with her and talk to her. You ladies, you gotta talk to your man. You gotta communicate. You gotta try to communicate with your man. And tell him what's going on. Tell him how you feel, because a lot of relationships, and I'm talking too much. A lot of relationships wind up, in a rabbit hole because one partner is not communicating with the partner that is communicating, and it becomes difficult. So that can lead to an argument, or that can lead to something that can lead to a whole big ass disagreement, you know. So,
What about jealousy in a relationship?
jealousy.
I do get jealous.
I get jealous too.
We
We
both do.
both get jealous. I mean, not to try to put the whole zodiac sign thing in, but I mean, I'm me being a Sagittarius and her being a Virgo. A lot of people say that Virgo
We really
and
weren't meant to be
Sagittarius.
together. See, that's what's irritating.
But this is not an astrology video. But I mean, at the same time, I'm just want to throw that in there because a lot of people say that we don't like, it's like water and oil, we don't mix together. But like, we are the two most jealous zodiac signs in the whole
Oh
astrology.
my gosh.
We are. I can be highly, 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 highly
Okay, what
jealous.
about being or
Yeah.
your friends jealous or being jealous?
Friends being jealous.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I gotta tell. See, here's the thing. Um,
You serious?
the thing about when you have friends, if you're in a relationship, fellas, guys. I mean, well, basically fellas, females. Hey, y'all, ladies. If you're in a relationship and you have friends that are jealous of you in your relationship, you have to leave them
Alone.
alone. I'm sorry, but it's no trying to be friends with people that that's trying to. I know the whole deal. My wife had friends that didn't like me or that were jealous of me, because I'm a jazz musician and I'm a saxophonist and I'm a good guy. I'm just a downright good ass guy. You know, I take care of my business. I mind my business. I don't be sitting up. I'm the type of guy that don't like to talk to other females. Hey, I'm just not. That's why my wife loves me, because you know she knows I'm not that type of guy, and I don't like to be in a bunch of bullshit. So,
We known each other since third grade.
and you know, uh, and I had friends too that didn't like my wife, and I had to cut them loose. I had to leave them alone, because you're not gonna. If you don't like my wife, you don't like me. You know, and it goes the same way for her. If you don't like my husband, you don't like me. You basically don't like me at all, because you see what, you know, we got going on, and we trying to be somebody in life, and we trying to, you know, crawl up the ladder. A lot of people are like crabs in a bucket, so you gotta be careful of who you associate with. I'm not saying that you can't, you know, try to talk to people, and not saying all that. I mean, it's cool to talk to people, but trying to be hanging out with, you know, people, and you know, on top of that, you know that they're not right for you, that's a red flag. That should be an automatic red flag. If they don't like you, if they trying to get into something with you, you know, if they trying to get in your relationship, and then one of your friends, you know, like your significant other, or they might try to do some shady shit. You know, that's why I don't have friends like that. You know, that's why I don't have friends around my woman, because I can't do that. It's not me being insecure. It's just that marriage is a serious thing, and you have to take that seriously. You know,
Some people be just playing around in marriage.
and they be playing around. A lot of people don't. You
Take
know,
it serious, basically.
a lot of people don't take it seriously. Like every dudes that have a whole bunch of girls on their phone. You know, got your woman insecure as hell. You know, that's not the way. Why would you want to live like that? You know, some see people. I don't want to. I don't understand why a lot of men in the world like to do stuff like that. I mean, it ain't really, you know, it's just not. It's just my personal opinion that I don't think that's just a man's thing to do. Like, you know, you can't if you're a grown ass man and you married, you got kids and stuff. Why the fuck are you cheating? You know, like why the hell is you know doing stupid shit? Like for real, you need to be getting off your ass and taking care of your kids and taking care of your woman and being responsible as a man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if men don't like what I have to say. Deal with it. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. That's just the cold blooded truth. I mean, if don't nobody like what I have to say about that, it's the truth. I'm just the type of cat that don't like the whole round. I'm just not that kind of guy. The way I was when I was growing up, yeah, I talked to a bunch of girls. I'm not saying I was perfect, you know, because before me and my wife started to get together and stuff, I was talking to a bunch of females, talking to some girls and stuff. But this is how I always been. If I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm not gonna cheat on you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna do no other shit. If I come to you saying that I don't want to be with you, I don't want to be with you anymore. And I'll come to straight to your face and tell you I don't want to be with you. All that if I had the thought in my mind that I want to cheat on somebody, I'll mess around and tell them like, hey, I think you know I don't want to be with you no more. And I think that you know because I'm real like that. I'm cool. I'm not cool like that. I'm just real. I keep it real. I keep it 100 with people. You know, that's another thing in a relationship, in a marriage too. Keep it 100 with your partner.
What about trust?
And yeah, it's trust. You gotta trust. You gotta learn how to trust your partner. And you know, if you don't trust your partner, then that's gonna be another you know cluster in a relationship. What you gotta say?
Basically, trust is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Commitment and honor. Be 100, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in dates. You gotta have those. You gotta take time to miss each other.
Yeah, I can be clingy. I can admit that. You know, I don't like to be too far away from you. But I mean, sometimes you're right about that. You got to be, you know, to take that time to miss your partner and stuff like that. But yeah.
We both have mental illness. Basically, I have depression and schizophrenia.
And I have PTSD and depression.
You just gotta be there for each other.
Especially that's a serious thing when when you're in a relationship. You gotta be there for your partner. And yeah, there will be people that might, talk about you, or they might leave you, or and this is the wrongest thing to ever do in a relationship. Just because your partner has some type of mental illness or any problems, any other symptoms,
Don't mean you need to leave them.
don't need. Well, yeah, well that doesn't mean that you need to cheat on them or do anything stupid. It don't mean that you have to do stuff like that. You just gotta be there for them. If you don't be there for them, then shit, you know. Because people with PTSD and people with schizophrenia, people that deal with bipolar, because my mother, she has bipolar and depression. That's where I got my depression from, was from my mom. And,
Anxiety too. I suffer with bad anxiety.
yeah, and I got anxiety as well. So when you have these kind of problems, um, you know, you always have to be with somebody. Your partner has to be there. And if you know that your partner has these problems, don't ignore these problems. If you ignore them, they might get worse.
How did you feel the first time I told you that?
I was sad, but I mean, it made me want to just be there for you even more.
Especially through my episodes.
Exactly. Because that's the thing. When you go through episodes, some people might get scared of the episodes, or some people don't know what to do. Or don't understand. But that's the time when somebody's going through some type of episode like that, you have to like try to kick in and try to study about these episodes.
Some people don't be like, you don't got schizophrenia or PTSD.
But the stuff is real though. I mean, the stuff is not no joke. Mental illness is real.
Medicine for a damn reason.
Mental illness is real. My grandmother, she had schizophrenia. She was schizoaffected. God rest her soul. My grandfather, he was depressed. He had depression. And they had to figure out a way to work it out in their relationship through all these years. And it's quite amazing to see my grandparents, when they were alive, when they were both living, how they helped each other and how they nurtured each other when they were going through, like when my grandfather would go through his depression. I mean, my grandmother was there, for him. And when my grandmother had these episodes of her having schizophrenia, of hearing voices in her head, my grandfather was there to comfort her and to be there.
What do you do when I have an episode?
See, if you're a woman, for fellas, if you have a woman that has schizophrenia, most thing is that when she's dealing with an episode, just be there. Because women that suffer with, and I don't know if I'm, I hope people will correct me if I'm wrong about this, but like if a lot of people say that schizophrenia, mostly men have a lot of schizophrenia than women. And some people say that. That's what I heard. But that's what I looked up too. But if your wife or your girlfriend has schizophrenia, women with schizophrenia they feel alone. They feel really alone. And you have to really be there. That's the thing that makes them comfortable. When a woman is dealing with schizophrenia, number one thing, be there. Number two, help them.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta help them. You gotta help them through. They might forget about things. They might not remember as well. I mean, you just gotta help them out with a lot through life. Make sure they're taking their medicine, whatever the case may be. Remind them of things. You gotta you just have to be like that doctor for them, kind of not like a doctor, but like a nurse. some type of nurse, like some type of caregiver to that person, you know. And the third thing is make them happy, make them laugh. That's another thing. Always make them laugh, make them feel good, so they don't have to be dealing with these thoughts in their heads. You know, as people with schizophrenia are in here. That's how they live life. They're living in here. You know, like how I studied about, you know, even though this is not real, you know, I do astrology for fun, not for like a, you know, but when I studied about Virgos, they live in their mind. They live in the mind. Sagittarius lives in the heart, thighs, and the arms, because we're the sign of the archer. So, and the Virgo is the sign of the female. So I always think that people that's born underneath that sign, like my wife, they live in their minds. And schizophrenia is kind of like that. You know, that's what schizophrenia is, when people live in their minds a lot.
How do you know when I'm having an episode, baby?
I mean, when you just start to have these, like, you know, when you just you just be living in your head a lot. And I noticed that a lot. When you have your episodes, you think a lot, you hear a lot of voices in your head. And I noticed when you start crying, or you'll act out, or you'll get irritated or anxious, or you'll get paranoid. That's when I start to notice that, you know, because, you know, I seen you have times that you act out and not just be there, you know, for you. So.
Alright. Do you want to end this video?
Do you?
It's up to you.
I mean,
Anything else you need to talk about?
Thing I want to talk about is how do you help someone with PTSD?
Basically, you hold them like how I hold you. Be patient. Because I be patient with you, even though you take it out on me sometimes.
Which I be feeling bad afterwards. I'd be like, I don't know why I just yelled at her. That's why I be feeling.
And remind them to take their fucking medicine, because you don't like taking it, Kamari.
That's a problem. Yeah, I know.
I be cooking for you too.
I be guilty sometimes when I be, you know, getting mad.
And then you be sticking your tongue out.
No.
That's when you feel bad.
No, be quiet, lady.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I mean, man.
Okay, well, how do you deal with someone with this schizophrenia?
I just said that. We just already talked about that, sweetheart.
Oh, well, shit. Never mind.
See what I mean?
Look,
see what I mean?
We finna go.
We finna go?
Goodbye.
I don't want to leave, but okay.
What do you want to talk about?
We already talked about pretty much everything, I guess. I just like the camera.
Alright, well, say goodbye, baby.
Alright. See y'all. Hey, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Well, this is finna be on YouTube anyway.
We both on YouTube, and you know, check out my channel. Check out my wife's channel at Destiny Lopez. Check me out at Kamari Gunner. You'll see all my saxophone tutorials and videos and upcoming videos out there. I'm finna be famous, y'all. It's gonna be lit. Hey, I'm gonna be over here, out here.
Oh my God! Goodbye.
Ah.